Today is an exciting day as we are at SIHH with Roger Dubuis and we're with the global CEO, Jean-Marc Pontrou. First of all, Jean-Marc, I really appreciate you sitting down with us at Haute Time today, and thank you for giving us an opportunity to speak with you today.
My pleasure.
So Jean-Marc, we're at SIHH. You guys have the buzz. Last night I was at a dinner at another watch brand and everyone was talking about the Bald Eagles, your booth. Tell us a little about the collaboration with the Eagles and a little about the mindset of this year, sir.
First, nothing can make me more pleasure to hear that the others are speaking about us, because it's exactly the purpose of that SIHH is how to create the buzz, how to continue to make Roger Dubuis a differentiated brand compared to what exists in the rest of the haute horlogerie business. And the eagle is nothing provocative, but it is an homage at the Poinçon de Genève, on all the attributes of the Poinçon de Genève, and these attributes are the eagle, the key, and the crown. And these three attributes have been, of course, exaggerated on the booth of the SIHH by having this 4.5 meters high eagle, which is a centerpiece of this SIHH. And as you have seen, the eagle is carrying our spectacular complication, which is the Excalibur Quatuor Silicium, which is the highlight of this SIHH for Roger Dubuis.
Tell us a little about the news or some of the watches that you guys announced.
Well, at the SIHH, the core story is the Poinçon de Genève, but the umbrella is Excalibur. So Excalibur is a range which has been created 7 years ago within our company, and which is today the iconic range of our brand. And we were believing that after these 3 years of creativity in our company, where we have introduced 3 new families such as La Monégasque, Pulsion, and Velvet last year, it was time to be back to our core collection, which is Excalibur. And that Excalibur family has been stretched to the ladies target group on one side, with animations in the jewelry field, up to haute complication, which is highlighted by 2 high-end complications. Number one, the Quatuor, which I spoke to you, and the second one is the Knights of the Round Table, which is thematic limited edition.
And how's the response been this year?
Well, after 2 days at this fair, we have, as you have said, and I think at the beginning, that you had the buzz from other brands, and the buzz doesn't come only from the big eagle. It also, I believe, comes from the creativity and the outcome of our research and development department. The Excalibur Quatuor is a good example of how far we can push the boundaries of haute horlogerie.
Mr. Dubuis came back to the company. Tell us how important it is to the brand to have that collaboration back, him being involved with the company.
Well, Roger is a very important person, not only because he has been the one who decided one day to create a company based on his 2 initial ideas, which was how to create incredible new designs in the watchmaking associated to very complex mechanics. And it was his very initial idea to develop that brand, which is still, these 2 pillars are still the ones which are active today in our company. And today it's a little bit an homage to what he has been doing by having this focus on the Poinçon de Genève, because it's him who has put in the mind of the people that Roger Dubuis timepieces deserve a Poinçon de Genève, and today we are the only manufacturer to be 100% Poinçon de Genève.
A lot of watches do starter watches or try to make less expensive watches to get buyers in, but it seems like your brand continues to go up and build more sophisticated pieces. Tell us a little about the mindset of the company about that.
One of the major assets and patrimony of our brand is about the exclusivity of our calibers. We are having calibers which are used only in our watches. And today Roger Dubuis is one of the very few brands who can claim that we have 31 exclusive calibers in our watches, from the simple automatic to the minute repeater, the double tourbillon skeleted, the chronograph flyback, the perpetual calendar, and this is one of the most impressive, qualitative, complex assortment of calibers, and that is something which is all the essence about Roger Dubuis. It's creativity from the day one, which we use today to develop our assortment.
Double tourbillon, that's one of my favorite watches. In your mindset, I mean, where do you put that on the list of the tourbillons out on the market right there?
Well, in the tourbillon business, Roger Dubuis is one of the top 5 references, not only in terms of credibility, but also in terms of capacity of manufacturing them and capacity to sell them. Today, in our top 10 bestsellers in the world, 5 are double tourbillon skeleted.
Oh wow.
And just to remind you, these are products which cost above $300,000, which are all limited to 88 pieces. These are considered as pieces of art when it comes to this type of complications.
What is your thoughts about seeing some of your competitors come out with tourbillons, you know, under $75,000?
Well, the tourbillon business is a very specific one of people who are connoisseurs. It is something which is very special in the world of the complications. We believe in Roger Dubuis that craftsmanship, manufacturing origin have a price. We live in a world where having the Poinçon de Genève increase the prices of our movement by 40%, but the finishing, the quality of development of our calibers, which requires the Poinçon de Genève, imposes to be 40% more expensive, and consequently we don't produce any tourbillon below $100,000.
What do you think the pulse or the reason why a lot of the ladies are now demanding watches just as sophisticated as men?
Well, we see that also in our development. Today, ladies' watches represent about 25% of our sales, and the contribution of Daphne has been enormous the last couple of months. She has been developing with her friend Nick Knight a series of 6 photographs which have been in many newspapers and magazines in the world, and she's giving this touch of unconventional elegance to our approach, and that's exactly the positioning and one of the value of Roger Dubuis. First of all, I think that's an opportunity for ladies to acquire timepieces which are at the same time jewelry pieces. On our last line, the Velvet is reflecting an assortment which is only products which are carrying stones from different origins, but of course a lot of diamonds, which at the end makes it a jewelry line.
Excellent.